Occasionally I like to step back and look at the big picture, and this is one of those occasions. And this is a daily chart of the ES, and I have some of the triangle trend indicators plotted on it. And as you can see, triangle trend indicators can be used on daily data as well as any other type of equity or data, and all without changing any of the default settings. Now here's another indicator I've put on here. It's just not an indicator I use all the time, but it's an indicator that's used on the daily ES. And this kind of purple line in here is a moving average of the daily range of the ES. And when the ES goes into a downtrend, the daily range increases. When it goes into an uptrend, the daily range decreases. And so you can see from November of last year, the daily range has been narrow for the most part. A couple little pullbacks in here where it's widened, but for the most part on an upturn all along through here since last year, the daily range has been relatively low, except for fairly recently. You can see the DMI differential is a sensitive indicator, and it pulls back here on each of these little pullbacks on this uptrend. Also, I think it's interesting that when the swing cycle, which is this indicator here, crosses above its variable band, that's when the this moving average of the daily range starts to decrease, which means there's an uptrend as the daily range, as you can see, narrows considerably in through here. So these kind of always go in the opposite direction. This swing cycle goes up in an uptrend, and this goes down in an uptrend when the daily range decreases. You can see another example of it here. This is going up and this is moving down here, and it's nothing tradable, but it's just an interesting observation, I think. Now the other interesting point is with the Bollinger Band differential oscillator, when it crosses above the zero line, that indicates an uptrend. So it crossed below the zero line back here last year, and it stayed above the zero line all in through this uptrend in through here. Here I've moved the chart up to the current time, and you can see in this last week the Bollinger Band differential oscillator moved below the zero line, indicating a downtrend, and it has been above the zero line all the way from before the first of the year. Also, here's a couple price action trend lines in through here. You can see the equity has fallen below these last two price action trend lines, and the swing cycle VB is moving down in red, which means momentum is down, and obviously this is moving up because we're in a downtrend here on the ES on the daily chart, and so the equity widens, the daily range widens, which is why this is going up, and which is why, if you noticed, recently I've been trading the 4 Renko rather than the 2, because the range is wide enough each day that you can very nicely trade 4 Renko. Back at the beginning of the month, in fact it was actually the end of last month, May 31st, I made another daily chart, and that daily chart was to the market had ended there on 531, right on this bar right here, and this is the point at which I made the last daily chart, and I said it looked like the market might be moving down from there, and I don't pretend to be able to predict the market, but that was the highest point recently of the market, and it has been down since then. It's a very slight pullback here, but basically it has been on a downtrend in through here. You can go to my website and click on the archives, and then hover over the different months till you get to June. Click on June, and you can see the last daily video that I made of the ES. It's the first video in that list in June, and it was made on the 31st of May, and it ended right where the crosshairs are right here. So the equity has gone below these two red price action trend lines here. The swing cycle is red moving down here and crosses below its variable band right in here, and I think significantly the Bollinger Band differential oscillators crossed below zero and is moving down along with the DMI differential. So for the moment there is no big uptrend in the market, and certainly the daily range has been wider during this downward trend right here, and which is conducive to trading the 4 Renko on a daily basis.